All right, we just came back from seeing the movie Get Out, and here's our movie chat. As we always start this, Evan, go.
All right, I admit I was very skeptical when I wanted to see this movie. I saw the trailer, and I'm a really big fan of horror, suspense. I don't know what it is, if it's just the atmosphere, whether or not it's the music. Usually, low budget horror movies are just god awful terrible, which is why if you go back and watch the original Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, they're horrible. Like watching it in our generation, as opposed to when it first came out, you're not horrified by it. You laugh at it pretty hard. That's what I always got out of it. And this movie, I thought it was going to be low budget. I don't know how much it actually spent, but we can quickly look that up later. I don't know how much it spent. It looked like the production was very well done. We saw it in XD, which is pretty much its equivalent to IMAX, and the music, the atmosphere, the sounds were awesome. They were just right. Horror movies, suspense, thrillers, whatever, they always use those sharp sounds. I think the exact sound is taking the violin,
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called.
I don't know what it's called either. It's where
It's a very loud, sharp staccato note.
No, but like the bow. What do you call it? They rub it on a piano. What do you call it? Is it?
Well, I did in the last video. I just
it's
came on the
called a
screen.
bow.
Oh, okay.
And I described the type of note that they play, and you're like, no, that's just the bow. And
They take the bow and they do it on piano wire. Is the exact sound. That's how they get the very.
I don't think you got that right. Whatever.
That's where you get the very, very loud, like the very sharp.
Yeah.
Turns.
very sudden staccato note.
Like something just pops up on screen and it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said gibberish.
You guys get on me about talking more in these videos. And I start talking more now, you're bashing me. Fuck you guys.
Whoa, I'm not bashing.
Not bashing.
Fine, fuck this guy.
There you go.
There we go.
Mr. Producer.
But they were played just right. They're really. I didn't really see a whole lot of cliches. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them, they draw from the originals, and this was for me a very new movie. The acting was actually really good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Again, spoiler alert. I think the movie got really real when he went upstairs.
Oh, and everybody was just like
that sudden quiet.
listening to like his every move up there. Yeah.
I liked the acting. I thought the movie was very enjoyable. It was paced very well. I originally was skeptical because it was written and directed by Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, I had to tell my coworkers at work when I said that, and I remember it was Kevin. He was like, "Wait, Peele?" As in, yeah, I'm like, yeah, Key and Peele, that guy. Wrote and directed a suspense horror thriller, and he did a pretty good job. And the best part was what I love about not so much horror movies, but a drama. Dramas are very well done when it's very serious, cold, hard, serious, and then you bring out the comic relief. The guy who has to remind you you're watching a movie. I love it when they do it just right. And Lil Rel Howery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his character's name was Rod.
Yeah, Rod Williams.
Oh,
that
man.
guy. Every time he was on screen, you couldn't hold it.
That guy was perfect. He was hilarious. T.S. motherfucking A.
It starts out. I thought the beginning started out with a little slow, but that's how almost every the setup always takes forever, and you know shit. Usually it waits. Like there's there's a setup, there's the build up, and then shit starts hitting the fan.
Yeah.
When the movie started, and they hit that deer. That's when it started.
Yeah.
That's when the eeriness, the creepiness came in. And it wasn't...
Not when they abducted the first black guy.
The dude at the very beginning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Freaking sorry, I forgot.
Guy's just walking down the street.
Yeah, just walking down the street. But we didn't. But like we didn't even.
No
know
one cares
where he
about that
was.
black guy,
Yeah, no one
right?
cares about that black guy. No one. Black Lives Matter. Hashtag.
No,
Whatever.
he was the guy who eventually had the who had the bloody nose from getting.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
picture
He was
taken.
the. It wasn't. Yeah, the picture taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very intense moment. I thought the trailer spoiled it a little too much. No, it didn't.
Yeah, there's so much more to this movie than just the trailer. I also thought maybe they might have showed too much in the trailer, but you know, when you go see a movie and you have that fear and you get proved wrong, it's really great. I like it when that happens.
I thought you were about to say something and then we accidentally cut you off.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, speaking of
I'm just
Kevin,
thinking about how there were parts of the movie where it's hard to concentrate because this guy. In case you couldn't tell, he's part black, and it showed. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. No, don't go in there. That's what he said.
I said I couldn't help it. The door was cracked open. I'm like, oh, don't go in there. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
all right. So Kevin,
Hmm?
what did you think of the movie? Like thoughts?
I thought it was overall pretty enjoyable. I like the comedy bits, like every now and again, like the banter between him and the girlfriend. Like every now and again, she'd be like, "Oh, so that means you think I have a chance with him?" Or she would just play those sort of jokes on him.
Yeah,
I enjoyed those.
that was good stuff. Yep. How about the movie? Did it feel like it was long, or did you just sort of like, did it just the time just fly right by?
It seemed a little long-winded to me.
Yeah, I kind of felt it was long too, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Overall, if I cut the movie in half, I thought the beginning, because the setup, it did take a while.
Mhm.
You had to put you into the atmosphere, and it wasn't until it wasn't really until for me the movie got tense at the dinner party.
Oh yeah.
Not before the dinner, before the whole party thing.
When the brother first
when the
comes,
brother
yeah.
came up, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
douchebag! I don't like you." Right when the dinner party starts, they're a little. They Jordan Peele did it fairly well, because usually a lot of directors like to give you little hints as opposed to the twist. A lot of directors do it, and I can usually spot the twist, although you kind of knew what was going on. But for me, there was no hint whatsoever at that ending.
Yeah, like
that surprise.
So, for instance,
yeah.
if you never saw the trailer before for the movie and you didn't know what it was about, it would take you a long time to figure out like what the hell is going on in this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also felt the same way. I thought that they did a really good job of like, all of a sudden just being like, okay, some freaky shit's going on here.
You get the feeling that it's getting freaky, and it was building, and that's when I didn't realize that the movie was long anymore. It's right when that dinner started, and they start asking him different questions. They start touching him. They start probing. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you know where she was, feeling him up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I was like, I know they're doing something. I could not put two and two together, because that twist near the end, where he watches the video to
I had no
explain it.
idea that they would, be putting someone else in the body or whatever, And I just assumed it was going to be like they were going to make them like their mind control slaves, basically.
Sex slaves.
Yeah, or as Rod would say, man, they doing some freaky shit, sex slave shit.
Because I thought the mom was behind it all, because she was the psychiatrist, the one with the
I also
hypnotism.
thought so too.
I thought she was behind it, and everyone else was under her control originally. Proved my ass wrong.
Yeah, I really thought we were going to get this twist, the same as you. Like, the mom was controlling everything. And, because, like, the dad, it took a while for him to really seem creepy. At first, he just seemed like, corny white dad.
Yeah, like, he's innocent.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing.
And then you get to the part, and also...
where he's up against the fireplace. That's when you're like, what's your
Oh,
purpose in life? It's like,
shit.
ooh, he thinks you're,
This is not mind-controlled behavior. This is,
No.
like, bad guy behavior here. And when his girlfriend Rose, the main character's girlfriend Rose, is digging through for the keys, he's like, "Get the keys, Rose, get the keys." She finally finds them, and she's like, "You're not going anywhere."
I was
And
like,
that's
you
where
know,
you're
I can't give you
you know, you can't have these keys, yeah. And you're just like, oh, I thought she was going to be mind controlled.
Yeah.
Nope. They're all part of this shit.
Yeah, because when he goes into her closet, finds the pictures, I was like, there was a brief thought where I thought, okay, maybe she's in on it. And then the psychiatrist, the fact that she made him not remember the night before, I'm like, what if the twist is that she doesn't remember? Maybe she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe she's being... Nope.
'Cause
didn't see through that.
even the part where he
Good at what
goes
you
in
did.
the little teeny closet in her room,
Yeah.
and he's going through those pictures of all her and all the black dudes and the one black chick, she sees him close the door to that closet, and she doesn't freak out. So that's why I'm thinking, like, oh,
Maybe
she has
didn't.
nothing to hide.
Yeah,
here.
that's what I thought.
So she wouldn't remember that stuff. But nope,
No,
shit.
she was good at what she did. As as Rod had to say, fuck, she's a fucking genius or some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on hold. This bitch is talking too much.
That guy was great.
Oh man, that guy was awesome. I like to see him get his own like movie or something. Maybe even TV show or something.
Spin off with Just Rod.
Yeah.
Doing TSA shit.
Yeah.
Stopping terrorism shit.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. You know, in some way, as TSA, we might even know more than you, because, you know, like terrorists and shit.
Just watch. Just you watch. The next 9/11 will be done by a bunch of old people.
Bunch of geriatric bullshit. Oh, man. But yeah, this movie was like, it was just really enjoying. And that's saying a lot coming from me, because I really hate like anything like horror movies and stuff. And it's not because, you know, because they don't do their job to me. I don't get scared by them, and you know, they're just boring to me usually. So when something like this comes along and I actually enjoy it, it's a real treat, because I'm like, oh, finally, I get to enjoy what all these other people, like, you know, get to go see. Because they put so many of these horror thrillers out every year, and I never see any of them, because I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna like that. But with this one, it had just a really cool twist on it, and I just had to see it, man.
Yeah. Because I was telling all my coworkers about it. Some of them never even heard it. Because my buddy Jamal, he was like, "What's the next movie coming out?" I'm waiting for Kong, March. I'm like, the one before that. Oh, really? What comes out before that? I want to see Get Out. He's like, yeah. Oh. I was like, yeah, that movie. Every single person I had watch that trailer. Like they do that breath, that.
I love the now what did they call that? That when he when she puts the mother puts him in like a mind control state, or
The trance,
yeah, and then he sinks.
suggestive state.
Yeah, what was that called? Like the sunken
Place.
sunken place. Oh man, I thought that the effects on that were amazing.
Sink into the floor.
Yeah, and the guy, like the dude playing the main character, was it Daniel? Is that his name?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, that guy, like, wow. You really felt for him when he starts crying and reliving his memories of his past. And that he could have done something for his mother if he had just called someone and started looking. That's also another thing I saw that came full circle. His buddy was faced with the same problem that he had as he was a kid. But instead of just sitting around and doing nothing, he thought, no, I gotta find my friend and help him. And he came to the end. He came to the rescue at the end.
One thing I liked about if I had to compare this movie to something, I did not like this movie. I did not like it. I know I saw it, and I'm in the same boat as you. It was boring, and that would be Hostel, where it had the ending where the guy who was tortured, he gets back at the dude at the end, and this dude pretty much goes on a murder spree.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time I watched where the main character has to go through that, and they go on a whole, like, I don't know, murder
Like
spree.
payback?
The payback
Okay.
little montage. It was satisfying.
I might have to watch that. I've never seen it before. I like that type of thing where the tables get turned on the killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this movie again. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to see it again with my my buddy EJ. Because, man, I know how he reacts to certain movies, and it's going to be great to see his reaction to this movie. I can't wait.
One of the best things I ever saw, it was, I like Joe Coy's stand-up. As much as I liked it, the only thing funnier than that would be my buddy Ninja, who's Filipino, watching Joe Coy, because he said that was not a stand-up special, that was a documentary of my life.
All right. So, do you have anything else you want to add,
Come back to me in a second.
Kevin?
Come back to me in 2 seconds.
All right. So, if you watch Key and Peele, you kind of like, and you watch a lot of movies, you kind of start to figure out, well, these guys have seen a lot of fucking movies. And to me, I was kind of expecting this movie to be actually directed well, because they do direct on their shows and they do a lot of the stuff behind the scenes. So you can tell when you watch their show, it's not just all comedy. They really have a lot of the like technique of like good directors. They have really good directing technique on their shows, because some stuff just it's more than just a comedy sketch on their show, Key and Peele. Sometimes, you know, they actually put a lot of work and thought into it. So yeah, both of these guys really talented. I can't wait to see Jordan Peele's what he's gonna do next after this.
I mentioned earlier my skepticism, because as sketch shows go, they put a lot of time into it, as you mentioned. But you don't always get everybody. There's always you liked it or you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see it because, one, the trailer got me,
Mm-hmm.
and two, I wanted to see what they would do with it. Mainly because I thought, from a pure comedy standpoint, going on the other side, I thought it was going to be a feat almost laughable. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I thought wrong. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I really liked it.
Ever since I saw Key and Peele play like a serious role on Fargo, that's when I'm like, okay, these guys have range, and I've just been like rooting for them to like do good, because it's like I love it when actors, they're known for this one thing and they break the mold.
Typecast.
Because that's awesome to me. I just it's just a good it's a good story. It's cool to see people get to like break the mold. Anyway. You want to add anything, Kevin?
It's been way shorter than 2 seconds.
Sorry.
No. I don't know.
Okay then.
All right. And let's see. How do you like to end these? Do you kind of like it better, like to rate them, or do you like to do like how I did last time? I was like, oh, I don't want to rate it. I want to do like would you see it again in the theater? Would you buy the movie? That type of thing.
I prefer that
Can
way.
we do that? All right.
Because giving it a number is a little bit arbitrary when you think about it. Numbers
Yeah.
really have no point.
Yeah, fuck that shit. We're fucking Seattle's worst. We're not Seattle's best.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure 6.5 dead puppies out of 10 meant something.
Shit. I left that part in too. Not the whole thing, but just that one part. And my face is priceless. I'm just like, oh shit. The comments are gonna be brutal. So, would you see the movie in the theater again?
Yeah, I would. Definitely would. I think I'm going to see it a little differently next time. Because one thing, when you watch a movie over and over, it's not necessarily just memorizing it. Another thing is, when you saw it all the way through, this movie was kind enough to go back a little bit on a few key points, because you didn't catch it the first time.
Yeah.
And it gave you a second chance. I want to see if I can catch it. I see if I can catch it again without needing the. No, that just sounds stupid. I want to watch it again and hopefully appreciate if there were little hints of something that I didn't notice before. Kind of like when I saw Star Trek Beyond. I missed the little hint, and I just thought, Uhura, do you know every black guy in the galaxy?
Okay, yeah.
I missed it the first time. I want to see. I want to watch it again, and I'm going to find the key details. Hopefully, I'll see it. Otherwise, it was literally a twist that it turned me on my head.
All right. And second question: would you purchase the movie when it comes out?
When I purchase the movie when it comes out, I probably would. I would.
All right. Kevin, would you see the movie again in the theater?
I don't think so.
All right.
Because I know the ending. It wasn't bad. I liked it. It's just that because I know the ending, I'd probably be bored out of my mind watching it again.
All right. Would you buy it?
I think that's kind of answered in the first one. If you wouldn't see it, you wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You might want to just own it so you can be like, hey, you got to see this movie to somebody. I don't know.
I wouldn't buy it again.
All right. Maybe I just do that too fucking often. Okay, so I would see the movie again, but not by myself. I gotta see it with friends because then it's like you're seeing it through their eyes. Then kind of, it's like you're seeing it differently again because then you're gonna get their reactions and stuff.
Mhm.
And I think I would buy it.
I want to buy it because, like you said, it broke the mold. It was something completely different.
Yeah.
Which is, I appreciate doing that, which is why I would buy it again.
Yeah.
I would buy it.
But yeah. Well, that was movie chat, and see you next time.
Later, bitches.